Attention NFL fans, just about any sports fans, really. A new site launched recently called, are you ready for this? Spitter.com. Maybe the new go-to website for sports fans looking for headlines, news, scores, and more. And joining us today is David Eckoff. He's a co-founder of Spitter.com. David, thanks very much. Why Spitter.com?
Well, we came up with about 50 names, most of them just average. And at some point somebody said, well, it's kind of like sports crossed with Twitter. Although it's not exactly Twitter. So we said sports, Twitter, and someone just said Spitter.
All right, Spitter.com. Tell me what it's going to do that I can't do right now.
So are you a sports fan, David?
Absolutely.
Who are your favorite sports teams? And this is the best way to tell you what it does that you can't do now.
Well, I do RSS feeds on a couple of teams. The Mariners on baseball, the Bears in football.
So for those two, there's so much news and information out there. There's news stories, there's blog posts, there's discussions on Twitter and Facebook. Is there one place that you can go that has all the news?
I guess
all the blog posts, all the discussions for those teams?
Because we do a lot of RSS
there really
feeds.
Isn't.
I mean, you can go to Google or Yahoo or one of those other aggregators and say, hey, send me everything that mentions the word Chicago Bears.
Yeah, and you could do that, and you'll end up with quite a bit of stuff that may not be exactly what you're looking for. But what we do with Spitter is we take all the news in real time, all the blog posts, all the fan discussions from Twitter. We go out, we figure out what it's about, and bring it back in and repackage it by your favorite team, and we make it convenient for you so you don't have to set up all your RSS feeds. And a lot of people don't even know what RSS is. So we make it easy. With one click, you can follow your favorite team. So you can follow the Seattle Mariners, you can follow the Bears. And then based on that one click, you'll have all the real-time news, blog posts, and fan discussions all on one easy-to-scan page. And really, what sports fans are telling us is this is saving them so much time. And it's putting it in a format that makes it easy for them to scan all in one place. So you've used Twitter, right?
Yeah.
So Twitter takes lots of information and puts it into a real-time stream. And we do the same thing with sports. So unlike an RSS feed that you'd have to go and manually set up, and then everything is in blocks, this takes everything in a real-time stream. It also connects you with other sports fans, which RSS feeds really don't do in the same way.
Let's talk a little bit. Do you edit this at all? I mean, because there is so much out there. If I pick a team, let's just stick with the Bears for now. Are you going to kind of go through and give me the choicest stuff, or do I just get it all?
You choose the Chicago Bears, and then once you choose the Chicago Bears in the back end, our technology goes out and finds the best news and blog posts and discussions and brings it back in, and you'll get the entire set of the best information all from that one click.
All right, and how's this going to be delivered to me?
All delivered to you. You go online onto Spitter.com, and once you're in Spitter.com, you can follow your favorite teams, and then once you followed your favorite teams, it's all on one page called My Spitter.
That's good. I like that a lot. And I think the name's really working out for you in a lot of different ways. You know, you mentioned something that kind of interests me. You said that sports fans are telling you that Spitter.com is saving them a lot of time. And this gets to the bigger debate we've had about the internet and news, and there's so much to choose from. And, some people have suggested over the past decade that people like myself who filter and present stuff to the audience are basically dinosaurs, that everybody's going to want to go out there and get their own stuff. So what is this showing you, that there is actually room for this model of those who kind of take it all in and then figure out what's important?
Well, there's certainly room for people to act as filters, and we're acting as a filter. Our technology is filtering, and then we're directing people to the best news and information, and we just make it easy for people. So, is there a role for people on television such as yourself? Absolutely. This isn't going to replace your human judgment. But, for somebody who is a passionate sports fan for, say, the Seattle Seahawks or Seattle Mariners plus the Chicago Bears, we just make it so easy to, in real time, do something that you can't do as one human being. We just make it 24/7, 365, continuously updating news as it happens.
Free for me, and what do I have to do to register and get on?
You go to Spitter.com. It takes just a moment to register. We've made it quick and easy. You register, and then look for your favorite teams. One click follow, and it's as simple as that. One of the lessons that we learned from Rivals.com 10 years ago, we've been in digital sports media for the past decade from Spitter, and one of the lessons we learned is you've got to make it simple So we make it as simple as possible. We make it simple and easy and fast.
And what are the teams telling you so far, the professional franchises? They like you or don't like you?
We don't really talk with the professional franchises. We're really in the business of working with sports fans and having a great product for sports fans. And if the sports leagues want to talk to us, I think that's great. But we really have a product that solves problems for sports fans. The problem of how do I get the news and information for the teams that I want, and how do I avoid the stuff I don't want? So Twitter, for example, if you've been on Twitter, you have to see posts from people who say, here's what I had for lunch. I had a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch. Well, who cares you had a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch if you're a sports fan? If
Tell
you're
me
a
what
sports
the
fan,
score
you want to
was
see all the sports news. Yeah,
who's
tell me what the
injured and
sports,
who's not
tell me what
injured.
the score is, who's not injured, all the news. You just want to have an immersive experience in your team. You don't want to see what people had for lunch and all the other extraneous stuff that's in Twitter.
David?
And you certainly want to keep up with the news.
I appreciate all the information, and I wish you luck. You just mentioned lunch, and I hope you don't spit it all over the place. Spitter.com is the name of the website. Thanks very much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
ABC News Now. Good to know.